Let's create some bliss. Let's create some joy. Let's create some abundance and love and anything else you may want. Nothing is too crazy. In this video, I am going to help you combine the phenomenal, incredible power of the new moon to help you make your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your desires, and your ambitions all come true. What are you looking for more of? Are you wanting more love? Are you wanting to change a bad habit? Are you wanting to eliminate negative energy or characteristics inside your own self? Are you looking to have more of an inner peace, tranquility, and sense of serenity, abundance during retirement? What are you craving? What are you wanting more of? Because I'm going to teach you right here in these quick steps on how you can have exactly that. I know you're like, oh, I don't believe. Well, we have to change that first, but I can help you. And I am telling you, I have helped so many thousands of people manifest what they wanted. I've helped so many women, numerous, I can't even tell you, manifest having a child and building a family, finding a soulmate. It's been the most rewarding part of my work, helping people manifest their deepest dreams. It's really beautiful. I thought I would help you manifest yours as well. Let's create some bliss. Let's create some joy. Let's create some abundance and love and anything else you may want. Nothing is too crazy. Nothing is too crazy. Now, you might receive that which you wished for, but sometimes it can show up in a little different package than what you yourself imagined. So I want to ask you a favor. I want to ask you to look for the magic in life, the serendipity, because it really isn't serendipity. It's your divine fate. A coincidence is not really a coincidence. And that's why I wanted to do this video for you. This is a remake of an old video I did, and it was one of my first videos. I've learned a lot since then, and I want to share it with you. First of all, I want you to know that when you do this ritual, you have the protection of the higher power in your life. Now, what is a higher power? Higher power is whatever you believe source is. So it can be God, it can be your spirit guides, it can be your guardian angels, it can be Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Allah. It doesn't matter, okay? It's just what do you plug into that is a higher source or the creator of life? That is the question. So it could be different for all of us. So it doesn't matter if you are trying to manifest ridding yourself of panic attacks and anxiety, or if you're trying to manifest an abundant fortune or a financial windfall. Now, this video is really, really special because I wanted to do something special for my members. So I cannot wait to tell you. I'm so excited. For my members in my exclusive bonus content, I am going to give each one of you your dynamite day, your most powerful day of the year for 2024. Yes, and it's not based on your birthday. Stay tuned. I have to tell you that I've been doing this for almost 24 years now, and working with the new moon is by far the single most powerful manifestation tool I have in my toolbox. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? I'm going to give you a very easy step-by-step instruction on how to manifest any single thing you want in this entire world. Yes, I know it sounds a little crazy, but it's not. I promise you it's not. All you have to do is have an open heart and believe and trust, follow the ritual, and repeat, and your wish will come true. First, I really want you to sit with yourself, and I want you to get in touch with not just your superficial goal, but like why you want that goal or that dream or that hope or that wish to come true. And so let's say I want a perfectly healthy body. Okay, that's great. But why do I want that? And I'll tell you, this video is going to be unique and different than any other manifestation video. We're not Virgos, people. That's just joking. I know a lot of us are. I love my Virgos, but we're not making a checklist, and just doing it. So let's say I want perfect health. Well, why do I want that? Well, to live a long life. Well, why do I want that? Because I'm a mama, because I'm a daughter, because I'm a sister, because I'm an aunt, because I have that little guy over there, because I'm a wife, because I love my relationships. So take that even deeper. What would it feel like if I wasn't in perfect health and I left this earth and I didn't get to really complete any of my relationships? It would be awful. It would be terrible. It would be so painful. So I want to be in a place where I can have perfect health so I can do my relationships well, and I can do them for a long time, and I can do them to a place where I can have serenity and peacefulness, and so can they when it's my time to leave the earth plane. And that's actually the truth. So I can sit there and ask for health, but unless I get into the real reason of why, and I got into the real reason, like, oh, so I can do my relationships. Well, what does that mean? So what I'm asking you to do right now is to think like a Scorpio, think like a Pisces, think like a Cancer, think like a water sign. This is going to be hard for some of my analytical people. Okay, you ready? This is going to be a conundrum and a misnomer. I want you to think with your feelings. Yeah, because manifesting comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the mind. Now, the mind has to be open-minded, but it actually comes from the heart. So I want you to think with your feelings. Okay, every new moon, and we have 12 of them in a year, every new moon is a lucky day, and it is a beneficial day to manifest on. And I want you to put the new moons into your calendar so you can plan your ritual and your new moon manifestation, and you take that day and you give it to yourself. You invest in your own self and you write those days down. If you're a member, which I hope you are, and I hope you'll join for just $2.99, you get all my bonus content. You'll get to understand what the new moons are, but you'll also get what your most powerful, I call it your dynamite day. What your dynamite day, that is your most powerful new moon, and you better manifest on that day. My friend, you better manifest on that day. Don't just be blindly going through life on your dynamite day. No. That is one of your most luckiest days. Like if you're going to hit the lottery, it's going to come through probably that day. So maybe you get your magic numbers that day and you manifest it on another day. But that day is so important. The first thing I want to tell you is that you're going to need to do this new moon ritual within the first 8 hours of the next new moon. If you miss the 8 hours, and let's say it's 12 hours later, so you got to know the exact time, and I will also give you the exact time, but I'm going to give you the exact time, not in Pacific time, remember this, but in Eastern United States time. So you have to calculate the time, okay? I usually speak in Pacific times because I live in the Pacific time zone in Seattle, Washington, but I'm going to give you the times in Eastern Standard Time, United States, New York time, okay? So I'm sure you can adjust your clocks to New York time and figure it out. So if you don't make your ritual, your wishes within the first 8 hours, you have to wait until the next new moon. That's why I want you to write them down. I also want to let you know, and this is going to bother a lot of people. I'm going to get a lot of people arguing with me. You cannot wish or make wishes for other people. And I know that's really hard to hear, but let me tell you what you can do, okay? So just keep listening, keep listening. They have to make wishes for themselves. So you cannot wish for your brother to find sobriety on the new moon and expect it to happen. Sure, send your prayers out, ask for guardian angels, talk to your spirit guides, your ancestors, all that. I suggest that. But in the new moon ritual, you cannot say, it's my wish that my brother gets sober and expect it to work, because they have to wish for it themselves. I know that's painful. Believe me, I tried wishing my father's cancer away. It didn't happen. Your wishes will be manifested for you. So his sobriety and his wish to be sober has to come from within him, because wishes are not of the mind, they are of the heart. So his heart has to change. However, I'm going to give you the good news now. You ready? And you can wish for your own sobriety, and you can wish to be inspired around being sober. And you can wish for the right people to come in and influence you around your own sobriety. And you can wish for the temptation to be gone, to drink, or whatever it is, to smoke pot or whatever you're doing. I'll tell you one thing you can do. You can wish to be more capable, better abled, is that a word, to deal with his in sobriety, to deal with him not being sober. So basically, I'm telling you, you can change your approach and you can change your perspective and you can wish for that, but you cannot change another person's behavior. You cannot wish for your husband to not cheat on you. You can wish for your ability to deal with it more peacefully. And you can also wish for you to see the truth and know the truth, but he has to wish for his own behavior. And I know that's a lot to swallow and you might not believe it. Do your prayers. Talk to God. But I'm just talking about the new moon ritual and what is realistic about coming true. This is where a lot of people get confused and a lot of people make mistakes around manifestation. But let me explain this a little bit further because it does get kind of exciting. Let's say you want your person in your life, your loved one, to have perfect health. And instead of saying, your mom, let's say, instead of saying, I want my mom to be perfectly healed, like I tried to manifest healing my dad's cancer, it didn't work. Instead of saying that, you could say, you ready for this? Please allow me to be a conduit which will provide my mom with the information and the inspiration that will most help her find her perfect health. Let me influence her perfect health, right? So now you're in the game, but you're still controlling your own self. So you can be a source of inspiration or act as a vehicle for healing. And you can also be willing to open yourself up as a channel or a wellspring for goodness that you seek for another human being or an animal or a loved one. Okay, I want you to take some notes. So get out your pen and paper because I'm going to teach you how to harness this powerful window of opportunity for yourself. And again, if you're a super supporter or a superstar super supporter, I'm going to load this video on Wednesdays and you might be seeing this later. I want you to definitely do this on your Dynamite Day, but you can do this for all 12 new moons. It's just the one on your Dynamite Day, you can have up to 40 wishes. 40 wishes. I've got some props I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to teach you how to harness this powerful window of opportunity for yourself. You have to align your mind, your heart, and your soul. Your mind, your heart, and your soul. So you have to sit still to do this. That's why I want you to prepare the night before for your wishes. You can even do this ritual, set this ritual up the night before to really activate it the night of. When I say align your mind, your heart, and your soul, you are going to sit there with this wish until they're all activated. And that is the difference between just reading it in some book and actually really doing it here with me and cementing your wish into the universe. Okay, so first you're going to use a crystal. Now, I don't know if I ever showed you guys my wand, but look at this wand. It is so gorgeous. This is Aura quartz crystal right here, and amethyst and tanzanite. And look at this. This is so gorgeous. Isn't this gorgeous? I hope you can see it. I hope you can see this wand. So I use this wand, but I do not submerge. I do not use oil when I use this wand. I only use water. Isn't it beautiful? I hope you can see it. And it's like on a spoon. I met this man who handmade these, and I use this on every new moon. For this exercise, I'm going to show you just an easy piece of selenite. Okay, here's my selenite. So get out your crystal. It can be anything. It can be rose quartz. It can be clear quartz. I have so many crystals around here. I'm just keeping it simple for now. It can be selenite. It can be any crystal you want, but it should be from the earth, and it definitely, you have to make sure it's not synthetic. I have to be honest with you. I like rough stones. This is the Aura quartz. It's a blue quartz, and it's not polished. It's really rough. I don't know if you can see it, but it's rough. The selenite is rough too. It's really rough. It has grooves. I don't know if you can tell. I think you can right there. Yeah. I like the natural grooves. It reminds me of the earth, and I think it grounds. But you can use a polished stone as well. Anyways, you're going to get your crystal, whichever crystal resonates with you. If you want to manifest true love, I really recommend you do use rose quartz. If you want to manifest pretty much anything else, I like just a plain crystal quartz. And I do have a polished crystal quartz that I use that I like, but I also have a rough crystal quartz. Now, you can use as many crystals as you want, but this is what I would really like for you to do. For the first one, I kind of want you just to use one. Now, you can charge them all up in the new moon, so whenever you touch them, they vibrate. But I want you to fix your wish into one. Okay, so for this month, I'm going to use this selenite. Why? Because it's easy, it's practical, it's pragmatic, and it can be next to my bed. You're going to infuse your crystal, your one crystal. One is going to be totally infused with your heart and your soul and your mind's wishes. Then what I want you to do is I want you to write down, and this is old, I did this a couple months ago. I want you to write down, it doesn't have to be on anything fancy. I want you to write down your wishes. I didn't have many. I don't want to show what they are. Well, I can tell you what my wish was. So this was from a long time ago. And I wrote, Dear Universe. And this is how I want you to write, because it's very, very, very important how you write. And how you write, and it just invoked feelings inside of me. It's very important to choose your words and your wishes, because your words need to evoke a deep feeling attached to your words. So if your words don't touch you, if they don't move you, they're not the right words. So use words that touch you deeply. And how you word your wishes is absolutely critical. It should make you feel deeply, and it should bring a sense of like, oh. So I wrote, Dear Universe. We'll talk about how you can write this, but I'm just going to share my wish with you, okay? This is from a very long time ago, like super long ago. I just found it. Thank you so much for removing the pain in my body and replacing it with pure peace, serenity, joy, optimism, and health. It was a simple wish that month. So you're going to write in gratitude for that which you don't have, but I didn't have that at this time. I was in a lot of pain. I was in agony. I thought I was going to die. I was in so much pain. I didn't even believe it, right? But I opened up my mind and I stepped into, what is it that I really want? Now, if I would have deepened this, I would have said, so I can play with my daughter, so I can go snow skiing with my husband, so I can feel the childlike joy that lives in my heart, so I can jump on a trampoline and laugh. So I want you to color it. I want you to write your story and flesh it out. Okay. So I could have gone a little bit deeper. I think I was in a hurry this month, but it's still pretty good because it moved me. It worked because it got rid of that pain. And then you're going to fold it up and then you're going to stick it in an envelope, something private. Don't have this wish just exposed. Put it in an envelope. Seal it, because I don't want anybody to read it. If you live in a place like I do, put it in a plastic baggie because it's wet and rainy and I don't want the words to bleed. And then I want you to address it to whomever you want, to the source, the creator. Remember, you make this wish with your heart. Reading this in a year should touch you. I hadn't even read this until I read it with you and it touched me. Okay, you can address your letter on the front to, like I did, God, or your spirit guides, or your guardian angels, or your crossed over loved ones, or your deceased mother, father, brother, just whoever you have deep gratitude for assisting you in the guidance of your life. And then I also want to tell you that your wish needs to be as if you received it in the present tense. Thank you for removing this pain and I did not feel that at the time. I'm in so much pain. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this pain. Don't speak as if you don't have these wishes or these wishes will never be so. Thank you for introducing me to my soulmate. Thank you for showering me with just endless abundant love. Thank you for helping me be financially secure for the whole rest of my life. Thank you for this new phenomenal job that I have. I'm absolutely in love with it. And you're homeless, poor, living out in the middle of nowhere, right? When you write that, you have to write something that, yeah, I know you might feel a little delusional. It's okay. Just open up your mind. Open up your mind to what would it feel like if you really had the thing, and get into why you want this thing anyway. You could even say something like, thank you, God, for helping me manifest enough money to pay my bills and get out of debt and have a big, beautiful savings account. I'm grateful that I have found new opportunities that have helped me create financial abundance where I don't need to work anymore. Thank you for all this money raining down on me. Thank you for helping me find my new romantic partner or my soulmate. That's brought me a sacred and lifelong commitment to love, to loving each other. And I love my partner who is confident and successful and kind and honest and truthful and happy and generous to me and honest and loving and loyal. And I'm absolutely in love with my partner. And I'm so happy they're in love with me. And you might be so single right now, right? You have to have an open mind and you have to feel your wish, not just say your wish. You can write down anything you want or you need to create in your life. But what I want you to do is after you write your letter, I want you to hold your letter in one hand and hold your crystal in the other. And I want you to sit there. I want you to sit there with your crystal. And I want you to sit there until you feel the euphoria of what this wish will bring you. And when you feel this euphoria, like you're going to sit there and you can either read it or you can just imagine it. I can just imagine it. And you're just going to, basically you're transferring the energy from here to 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 here. You're transferring it. Heart, soul, mind, wish, crystal. This crystal becomes the conduit. That's how powerful this is. This is how you glue it in. This is the cement. You're going to exhale and inhale, and you are going to sit here in sort of a meditative stance until you feel the joy. And I'm feeling the joy of perfect health. And I'm seeing myself run through a field of daisies. And I'm seeing myself walk with a beautiful gait. And I'm seeing myself in my exercise class lifting more weights than I thought. And I'm seeing myself do a chaturanga on my toes. And I'm seeing myself lift heavy boxes and it makes me so happy. And I'm seeing myself jump on a trampoline with my daughter, and I'm seeing myself through my daughter's eyes, not even recognizing how old I really am. And it gives me euphoria. And after I have the euphoria, I know that the wish, just words on the paper, transferred into this crystal through my heart. So then what you do after you feel either moved to tears, chills, or happiness, glee, or joy, you've got to have kind of a sensual feeling. Some sort of feeling has to take over you. Then I want you to put your crystal in a bowl like this. Okay. And if it's really cold outside, you can do this in the windowsill, but it has to see the moonlight. By the way, there is no moonlight on a new moon. I would rather it be outside under the new moon, and there is no visible new moon. You can put this in a windowsill if you live in a busy, city, an apartment, and you're going to put a little bit of water just to cover this. But if it's cold out, I don't want it to freeze and break and all that. And I also put my wand out there. I also want to show you something else. You can use a crystal like this, my $5,000 amethyst. Isn't this gorgeous? You can use this too. Now, I wouldn't put this in the snow. I would put water on this, and I'll tell you how I would use this in a minute. This one I'm going to use every single day until the next new moon. This one I'm going to infuse just to have good energy in my office. This I use in my tarot card readings to bless my tarot cards before every single tarot card reading. So you can use your crystals differently. So you get your bowl, you put a little bit of water in here, and then you're either going to use sea salt. I don't really like doing that because it starts to dull the crystal shine and shimmer, and I like shiny things. What I want you to do after you put a little bit of water in there, I want you to get some essential oil, and I want you to put a drop of essential oil into your crystal. I use jasmine, but you can use peppermint, you can use grapefruit, frankincense, bergamot. I love the jasmine. It works really well for me because it just opens up my whole third eye. Peppermint is phenomenal. If you don't know what to use, you can also use rose. That opens up your heart chakra. Use peppermint because it will open up your third eye like that. So you want enough water to cover your crystal, and then you want to use the oil on top of your crystal. I don't use oil for this one because I've got metals on this. I just put this out. This, I will tell you that I use a basting brush with this giant crystal. And I bought this when I was just starting my practice at like 28 years old. So I've had this big boy for that long. I put water and oil in a bowl, and I take a basting brush, and then I baste the water and the oil very lightly over this. And then I put this out because then I love how the porous part of the crystal soaks up the scent, and it makes this whole room smell good too. And then you're going to set your crystals out into the moonlight. Again, you can do the windowsill, and if it's not too cold, you can put it outside, and you're going to let it sit out there for 2.5 days until the moon moves through that whole entire sign. So if you have a Capricorn new moon, you're not going to take the crystal out until it's in the Aquarius moon, okay? Until it's in the next sign. So don't bring it in right away. You want it to bake inside of that. And remember, we have a new moon for 45 degrees. So you can even be later than the Aquarius new moon. You can wait. And if you pick it up when it's in the following new moon, Pisces, that's okay too. It's no big deal, but it's all infused. Now I'm going to show you how we actually manifest. You have your crystal. We're going to go with just this easy one. You have the water, you have the oil, and you're going to put this in a plastic baggie if you live in a rainy place or a snowy place underneath this crystal. After you held it and you invoked it, right? You're going to put it in the bowl. You're going to put this under. You're going to set this out for 2.5 days to 4.5 days. And you're going to let it charge up like your own personal wish battery. That's what it becomes. It literally is in a crystal bath out in the new moonlight, and you are creating a wish battery. And after you bring it in, you're going to remove it from the bath. You're going to dry it off, and you're going to put this crystal right next to your bed when you go to sleep. And before you go to sleep, every single night, you're going to touch it. So if you're using a big crystal like this, you would just touch it. And if you use this, you're going to hold on to it for 2 minutes, and you're going to meditate by visualizing what your wish is. And you're going to sit in the gratitude of receiving your wish until you feel that euphoria, that joy, the chills, that peaceful sense of like, oh, I got it. And I want you to sit with this crystal every night. I mean, I can do it in probably 2 seconds now. It used to take me maybe even 15 minutes to get that feeling, because my cynical mind was like, oh, you're never going to get that. Oh, you asked for $1 million. That's stupid. By the way, I don't like to ask for a certain amount of money. I like to ask for enough money or more money than I imagined or an abundant amount of money, because if I ask for 10 million, I could be limiting myself. I also, when I'm pretty tall, I was like almost 5'10" most of my life. Now I'm a little bit shorter, but I used to ask for, a partner that's 6'4". And I realized, don't do that, Meredith, because there aren't that many of them. Ask for everything you want and just ask for a partner that is taller than you, which is 5'10" and above, almost everybody, right? A lot of people, a lot more choices. So don't box yourself into like tiny details. Just ask for that thing that means a lot or a ton or super tall. What does that mean, right? But what I want you to do is know that this crystal now holds your soul's intentions. And I want you to hold on to this crystal every single night until the next new moon. I want you to hold this until your heart is just bubbling over with excitement for your dreams becoming a reality. So you're going to hold on to this at night until you're just like euphorically happy. Like I can barely stop smiling right now. When you think about your dream, what does it do to your feelings? So it's nice to think about it like, yeah, I'm getting my dream, but it's got to connect into your feelings. You manifest with your heart. You don't manifest with your mind. Your mind has to be open for the heart to do its job. Is this making sense? Are you guys getting this? Let me know in the comments below. It is the heart that does the job in this ritual. I want to review step by step the do's and the don'ts and the rules inside manifesting. But first, I have to tell you this most exciting thing. So you guys all know that the amazing jewelry designer, Dawn Wonder, she made us our soul navigation aura quartz crystal intention jewelry line, and we are retiring it. We've sold out. They're gonzo. And we had to retire them. I think we had 2 left, and Dawn was like, we'll retire them. Well, she designed something brand new for us. And I am so excited. I've got to show you. I'm just dying. So she made this with mother of pearl. She calls it her new moon intention necklace. And that's what inspired me to teach you how to manifest with the new moon. And I cannot wait for you to manifest on your dynamite day. You better do it. I am so so in love with this necklace. I'm going to be wearing this all the time. Isn't it beautiful? I wish you guys could see this. Look at it sparkle. It's just so fun. So this is our new necklace and it is so pretty. It just goes with absolutely everything. I love it. Look at that. Oh, it's so yummy. And so Dawn is making this. You can find these new moon ritual necklaces in our shop coming soon, and you will get your manifestation ritual instructions and how to clean it. And you can use this as one of your crystals, and then you wear it. So you don't even have to have it next to your bed. You just put it on and you just hold it while you fall asleep. It's so powerful. I haven't gotten to use it because she just sent this to me today. I haven't gotten to use this yet, but I love how petite it is. And I just love the beauty of the sparkle. It is absolutely, it's divine feminine. Those are going to be coming available to everybody. That's our new intention necklace. I'm so excited. They are so gorgeous. So go to the shop, soulnavigation.com, just click on shop and you can find them all there. Let's review sort of the rules, the do's and don'ts. So 1, do write your wishes down in the first 8 hours of the new moon. So you need to know when the new moon is happening. If you want to be able to really track the moon, you can buy our full year moon calendar to us, and we show you where the moon is for the entire year. So you're never a day without knowing exactly where the moon is. So number 2, you have to write your wishes down by hand. You cannot type it out. There's no emotion. There's no feeling. Do you know I used to analyze handwriting? And when somebody wanted to work for me back when I ran the ballet company, I made them handwrite their application. Yeah. So you have to handwrite your wish because that is personal. The keyboard is not. On a regular new moon, you can write out 10 wishes. I just wrote out 1. The next thing is make sure you date your wishes. Always put the date on your wishes. That's for you. 5, make sure your wishes create a happiness and a euphoria when you try your wishes on. 6, do not give up. Trust the process. You may need to ask for your same wish a few times before it truly, truly, deeply manifests. And do not allow yourself to get discouraged if it doesn't come true right away. Sometimes it's not like the universe is not creating an instant soup. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So 7, remember that you can be a vehicle for another person, but you cannot make a wish for another person. They have to want it themselves because you cannot impose your own free will onto another. 8, remember your dynamite day and never forget it. And it changes every year just a little bit. So because this is the most powerful manifestation day of your whole year. And if you're a member, you're going to get to know what yours is. Stay tuned for the extended bonus content of this video. I'm going to load it on Wednesday, and I cannot wait for you guys to mark your calendar. Remember that all wishes eventually over a period of time do come true. They really do. So don't give up before the miracle is about to happen. Don't give up. Now, if your wish is not coming true, it might be in conflict with your personal destiny. And you don't always know, and you're not always in touch with what your destiny is or what your highest, best outcome is for yourself. But God knows. The Creator knows. Divine Source knows. So remember that this wish that you have might not have your best, highest intention, or your destiny might have to be betrayed if you get this wish. So just know that the universe is looking out for you. The universe wants you to be happy and filled with love and joy and peace. I just want you to keep repeating your wish, even if it hasn't yet come true, and don't give up on it. And I've had so many client stories tell me about the successes of their new moon rituals. And I used to teach this workshop every single New Year's at the yoga studio. I don't do it anymore. We did this and it was phenomenal. I helped women get pregnant, build families, find success, get a new job. I mean, it's really powerful. I have one other ritual around manifesting, and that's what I taught at the yoga studio. Oh my God, it's so good. So maybe I'll do a secondary video on it. So many magic stories. They moved me to tears hearing them. So I cannot wait to hear what you have manifested through this new moon ritual. So the next thing I want to do for all my members, stay tuned. And if you're not a member, thank you for being with me. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and consider being a member and helping this channel thrive and survive. But the next thing I want to do for those who are members, you get to hear your dynamite day. This is the most powerful day for you to manifest on. And for wherever you are out there in the world, I want to say thank you for being here with me right here in Seattle. I absolutely love having you here. And from my house here to wherever you're at, I wish you the very, very best. Happy manifesting. Take good care.